All right, now we're going to talk about the Airocide HD model number HD-25000. So when you receive your unit, here's what you'll receive. You have the actual unit itself. Once again, you'll receive a owner's manual, you'll receive a mounting kit, and then you'll also receive a filter, which we'll explain a little bit later. And on your unit itself, show you here a little bit, you've got the power cord, 9-foot power cord. You have the on-off switch, circuit breaker, and also the red indicator for on or off. The same setup as the HD-1200 models as well. On this particular unit, the air inlet comes in right here on this side, and the air exits the unit on the opposite lower side. If we can see, can you tilt that a little switch? There you go. The black gray here at the bottom is the air exit. And we'll get into installation next. All right, now we're going to describe how the HD-25000 comes to you. So Leo's going to remove the cover. So we have a cover, we have a base, and we also have a mounting bracket. The cover can simply be removed by, there's 4 quick release tabs on each corner. You can simply use a pen, you can use a screwdriver, anything straight. Once you hear those 4 clicks, the cover just simply comes off like that. So that's our top piece. Now we have, you're looking at the actual internals of the unit. This is the base. Underneath this, there is a mounting bracket. There are 4 screws, 2 on both sides, and the long sides that Leo's removing now that holds the mounting bracket into the base. So you'll need to remove this bracket prior to installation, as Leo's doing here. Very easy to do. There we go. You'll notice on your mounting bracket, not only do you have the 4 screws, there's also J-hooks on the top of it, just to ensure that even if for some reason all 4 screws came out, it would still hang on to the ceiling or the wall. So you simply take the bracket out as Leo's done here, and now you have 3 components. You have the cover, the mounting bracket, and the base. Okay, so now with the installation of the Airocide HD model 25000, we mentioned earlier there's a mounting plate that comes with the unit. We've, for interest of time, go ahead and just put the mounting plate up on the wall. It's attached with 4 screws, 1 in each of the slotted corners. Very similar to the HD-1200 model. This comes with both screws that go directly into a wood stud or metal stud, or you can use a wall anchor. This unit weighs about 36 pounds. So in this case, we just use simple wall anchors. And go ahead and, this is on 16-inch centers, and install the bracket with the 4 screws as shown. All right, now we're going to show you how you attach the actual base unit to the bracket. We mentioned earlier there's the safety S-hooks, which you can see at the top. So those should always be mounted at the top on the bracket from the wall. And then you're going to hook the unit through the two slots on the top. And you'll see here, it just slides right back, and then you put it flush up against the wall. And now there are 4 safety screws that we also want to put in to ensure that the unit doesn't wobble around and cannot ever come off those safety hooks. As Leo's shown here, there's 2 on the top and then 2 on the bottom, both on the long sides of the unit. This unit could also be mounted on the ceiling if you wanted. Same process, just gotta make sure that you got a solid structure to install it on. As you can see here, very easy installation, takes just a few minutes. Once we get these 4 screws locked in, then the unit's properly mounted to the wall. One thing to note as Leo's finishing tightening, you want to make sure that you're leaving this similar to the HD-1200 model. You want to make sure that you're leaving enough space before you get to a dead end of the wall. So we want at least 3 to 4 foot of clearance. So once it's installed the wall, now the next thing we have to do is we got to put the cover on the unit, and that's simply done by getting it lined up. Then each corner you have a quick release latch, so you'll hear a click. Sometimes it takes a second just to get it lined up, just got to work it until it's square. There you go. Alright, once you hear the 4 clicks, you know the lid's properly in place. So now you just simply, the unit's ready to be operated, so now you just simply plug it in. We do have a 9-foot pigtail in this unit, and then you turn the switch on. You should see the red light follow, and now the unit's running. Now we're going to talk about the maintenance requirements for the Airocide HD-25000 model. So first of all, we're going to change the protective filter. By doing that, let's turn the unit off. Make sure the red light goes off. And now we've got a 4-inch protective filter in this, as Liz is going to show. It's simple to change out. This filter should last approximately 6 months. One came in your initial unit, plus we send one complimentary filter, so it should get you through the first year of service. To change your filter, you simply just undo these 2 screws on the front. Open up the door. You'll see there's an airflow arrow showing down. You want to make sure that lines up with the airflow arrows on the filter itself. Everything should be going into the unit. Simply to change the filter, you pull this filter out. You slide all the way out. You'll basically throw the discard of that one, and you get your new one and slide it right back in. Just make sure. Can you show us the arrows on the filter, Leo? So you'll see the arrows are going down. So you just line those up, going towards the wall. Or the control unit, however you want to say it. And it also matches the air that's on the door. So then we'll slide, get your new one, you slide it right back in, like that, and then you close the door, replace the 2 screws, and that's your filter change. All right, now we're to the second piece of the maintenance required, the annual lamp kit. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn the unit off, turn the power switch off, make sure the red light goes off, and we are going to unplug it, since we're getting into the internals of the system. So now with the unit safely unplugged, turned off and unplugged, we're going to remove the lid. We showed this a little bit earlier with the introduction of the technology, but basically you just use a pin or a screwdriver to touch each of the quick release mechanisms in each of the corners. Then you pull the lid off. Now once again we have the reactor bed in the unit. So here we got to change the lamps. Same as the HD-1200 model, is essential that each year the lamps need to be changed once a year. These are our proprietary PCO lamps. In this particular unit, there's 20 lamps, 5 groups of 4. Each ballast, there's 5 ballasts on this unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each ballast runs a group of 4 lamps. So lamps are in series, so 2 lamps in a series. So we're going to start. We always recommend start at the far end. So you'll see here, this alternates. There's jumpers on one group, and the next group will be jumpers will be on the bottom, then the hot and the common will be on the top. So in this case, we're going to start on the far end. Leo, if you go to the top, the white jumper, so you can see these first 2 lamps are connected together. There was a jumper that connects the 2. Then on the bottom side of those 2 lamps, one side has a red, one side has a yellow. Very simple. So to replace the lamps, you simply slide out. Keep your fingers off the glass if you can, so only hold on the new lamps putting in. The old lamps you can discard however you need to. So we're going to slide the 2 lamps out like Lou did, then put them back in with the new lamps. You simply just line up the grommet, try to keep your fingers off the end of the glass, and then you slide them through to each end is barely sticking out, just as Leo's done here. And then once again, the bottom one will get red, one will get yellow, and then the top side will have a jumper that connects them back together. You'll repeat this for the second set that's in the first quadrant, and you'll work your way all the way down to the end of the unit. And disregard lamps to whatever your normal regulatory requirements are. And once you've done this, very similar to the HD-1200 model, there's a safety where, so if you didn't unplug it and you didn't turn the power off, once you turn the lid, it should also shut the unit off. However, there is live power still at the switch. So that's why we ask that you do turn it off and unplug it. So at this point in time, all the lamps change, and it is crucial to change those lamps once a year where you don't get the photocatalytic oxidation reaction. By that I mean the hydroxyl radicals won't form because we don't have the light energy. So it's essential to change the lamps. At the same time, you would also have changed your filter again. So at this point in time, all we do is put the cover back on. As we showed earlier, the cover will simply just click in place on all 4 corners. Once it gets lined up. There you go. And now we'll plug the unit back in. Turn it on. Once you see the light comes on, you hear the fan start, you know your unit's working properly, and that's it.